Alright, welcome back to the Hardport Pub, everybody. I am still reviewing. I'm back home at the Hardport Pub, but through the magic that is Hollywood, I am back in the Cayman Islands to finish off these Cayman Island beers that I brought back with me. So this one is called Shore Bock. Once again, it's made by the Cayman Islands Brewery. Made in Grand Cayman, 7% alcohol by volume. And that's just says serve cold, which it is. I just took it out of the refrigerator, and that's all she says. So let's crack it open, see what it's all about. Now this is a little bit darker than the other beers that I had down there. Once again, Grand Cayman, if you're not familiar, it's a Caribbean island. It's just below Cuba and to the left of Jamaica. Tiny little island. Tiny little island. It's very small. People are nice there. It's fantastic. And in my opinion, it's an expensive island. I gotta say that. It's expensive, but it is one of the safest islands. Banking is a big deal down there. I think there's more banks than there are actual citizens down there. So they want to keep the tourism thriving. There's cruise ships pulling in all the time. They want those tourism dollars, so they keep it safe. And it's quite enjoyable. A lot of nice things to do there. So this beer, the other beers I had were lagers. They were light, perfect for that environment. Hot, sunny, thirst quenching and delicious. This one's a little bit darker. You know, it's not a dark beer by any means. It's probably is going to show up darker on camera than what it really is. It's got a nice little amber color to it. Excellent carbonation. I'm thirsty. I just ate some popcorn. I'm going to get right into this. Cheers. The nice thing about this beer is it is a darker beer. It's not a dark beer, but it's darker than a traditional lager. It has a hint of darker beer flavors, but it's just a very, very subtle amount of those. So this isn't like you're laying on the beach drinking a stout, you know, or a porter. Anything along those lines. It's totally not like that at all. This just is a lighter tasting, refreshing beer that has hints of, I'm just going to call it more flavor, because you know a lot of lagers. If you ask somebody who doesn't really know what do hops do to the flavor of a beer. You know, some people don't know. You know, some people don't even know what the ABV is. When we talk about ABVs, I've had people ask me, like, what are you talking about with the ABV? Because people who drink the lighter beers, if it's the diet, you know, I call them diet beers. I know that's not the term that we should be using, but you know, that's what it is. If it's a beer and it's got reduced calories and got reduced carbs and all this other stuff, it's a diet beer. And if you're on a diet, you shouldn't be drinking beer. If you're on a diet, you shouldn't be drinking soft drinks that are diet soft drinks. Come on. I mean, let's just do it. If you're going to drink beer, drink beer. They taste better. And the alcohol content, like in a lot, like you could go ask, I bet you could safely ask 7 out of 10 Coors Light drinkers how much alcohol is in their beer, and they wouldn't be able to tell you. Because quite honestly, in my early days of drinking, I didn't know that different beers had different alcohol. I just knew that this beer was cheap and I could get a lot of it for a little money, or this beer was expensive and I could get a little of it for a lot of money. So I just always went where I could get quantity, not realizing at that time there's a big difference between quality and quantity. I'm an old man now. I love to get quality for my dollars. That's why I like to drink craft beers now, because these are brewed in much smaller batches. I mean, there's like, in my opinion, I'm sure there are craft brewers out there that don't care about their product, but if that's the case, they're not going to stay in business that long. If you're a craft brewery, a lot of them are small. You got to fight to be above the rest if you want to stay in business. I just came from a local Atlanta brewery yesterday. I was over there with Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, which I'll put him here. And I was there with Thirsty Actor Beer Reviews. I'll put him here. We went to have like a little final hoorah at Second Self Brewing in Atlanta. Unfortunately, they're going out of business. So please, if you've got local breweries and you like beer, they are awesome places to go drink the beer. It's nice drinking a beer at home, at your house. Get out there and meet some friends, have some nice beers, try some beers you wouldn't normally try. Trust me, expand your horizons. You're not going to be disappointed. It's great things. But back to this beer. There is a place for this beer in a hot, sunny beach environment. I know, because I had several of these while I was down there, and it's just nice. You know, as long as the beer is cold and refreshing and not too heavy in the mouth, it has a place on the beach. It absolutely has a place on the beach. This does have a place, so I drank it there. I'm drinking it here, but through the magic of Hollywood, I'm back there. It's like amazing. So the Harport Pub, even though I'm back home, is still on the road. And I want to thank you for stopping by, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Till then. Yeah. 7% ABV. Don't taste it though. It's a fine beer.